How's it going, everyone? My name is SWTOR Snoopy, and well, we're gonna go over some player stereotypes. Now, a couple months back, I made a video on helmet stereotypes, and you guys seemed to really like that. So I wanted to create a new stereotype video going over the players that can be found while playing SWTOR. We're going to be looking at the different types of players and how they tend to act. Like last time, it should be noted that this is a joke and is meant to be fun. I'm not trying to target anybody or saying that somebody is 100% a certain stereotype due to what kind of player they are. These are just what I view as stereotypes for the average player who fits the categories. Also, I want to mention that this video idea is inspired by the YouTuber Soundsmith, who did a stereotype video style for the game Team Fortress 2. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into this. Now, I think we can all agree on this. The Noob is the most important player in the game. These are the players who did one of three things. A, they saw one of the game cinematics and thought the game looked cool. B, they watched one of the many "Is SWTOR worth playing in the year 2120" videos. Or C, they looked up Star Wars MMO in Google or some other variant and wound up here. New players help keep the game alive, so it's really important that they know about the game and spread the word. A noob is likely to not know what they're doing, but they're always ready to learn about what the game has to offer. If you run into this player, always be sure to be welcoming and friendly. After all, we all fit this stereotype at one point, but we continue to play and learn. Alright, let's be real here. Story players make up the majority of the game's population. These players heard about the unique class story SWTOR had and knew it was worth trying out. I mean, it doesn't seem like a new KOTOR is coming out anytime soon, and there's plenty of story content in this game, so it works out. Anyways, a story player will almost always be in an instance area, or they will have that legendary character portrait to show others that they've completed all of SWTOR's class stories. These players tend to be very laid back and are always willing to talk about the game's plot and dialogue choices. But if you ever want to talk story with these players, don't be that guy who spoils stuff in the game chat, because not only are you an absolute jerk, these story players will rant at you, and rightfully so. Okay, we all know this player. Maybe we're a little bit guilty about being this player ourselves. The Tryhard is someone who will stop at nothing to try and be the best at everything in the game, even if it means hurting someone else's feelings. It can be basically summed up with this.
Hey, buddy, you know you can go into stealth to stun the enemy so we can skip this, right?
Oh, my bad, man. Sorry about that. I didn't know.
Didn't know? Look, buddy, this is my 20th run of Athos today. I'm trying to min-max my 7 other ults. My guild is running Dread Fortress Master Mode. Master Mode! I can't be late. Learn faster.
Okay, lol. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with trying to be the best at the game, and more power to the players who are on that road. However, it's important to not let frustration overtake us and cause us to make a scene. I think we've all become a tryhard once or twice in our lives, but it's important to not make a fool of ourselves over the little things. If you fit this stereotype, keep on grinding, because there's nothing wrong with working hard towards something. But don't act too offended if things aren't going your way. Do you like to play just about everything this game has to offer? Well, great. You're the all-around player. These players are very hard to categorize as they jump between content, but most of the time, they're just your average player enjoying the game. That's right, no strong stereotype, just a player enjoying SWTOR. Yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic, but it had to be included. Oh hey, Rank PvP God is on Discord. I'll go pay him a visit. Hey, Rank PvP God, you down for some PvP tonight? I'm trying to get into ranked PvP, so I thought we could maybe play a few unranked matches to warm up. I know you got gold last ranked season, so I could use some pointers.
Okay, but I will watch you first to make sure you're up for ranked PvP. Then we can play.
Sounds good, bro. I'll stream it through Discord. Wow, I'm doing really good this match. All these kills and no deaths. I'm glad that these other players aren't.
What do you think you're doing?
What's wrong?
Your toolbars aren't set right. You're playing Commando, may I remind you, while still good, is garbage compared to the new stealth meta. You're a clicker, and you're just trash at the game.
Oh, my fault, man. Any tips on how to get better?
You know what? This. You don't need tips. You're awful, terrible, and should never queue ranked. Actually, you know what? Tell me when you do queue, so I can have my teammates farm you for elo. Man, and people like you wonder why we hate new ranked players.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably just go.
You're trying to leave? Oh well, more ranked PvP for me. Have fun while I farm win trade to rank 1 on the leaderboards. In fact, I'm gonna queue now.
2 hours later.
Why is the queue not popping? Why aren't people?
We all know this guy. Has achievements for clearing Master Mode operations, probably wears a Dreadmaster helmet, uses the wings of the Architect.
Snoopy, you're basically roasting yourself and people who just play the game and raid who have those items. That's not being an elitist raider.
Shush, I am getting to that. Nah, but real talk, Elitist Raiders usually have some of the rarest operation items in the game, and they tend to get mad at players who don't know a mechanic or are doing something a different way. They might even be toxic for absolutely no reason. There are plenty of players who have these rare endgame items that are awesome, and are really great people to play with, but there are always some rotten eggs who feel it's necessary to put others down even when they're trying their best and wanting to improve. If one of these elitist raiders are harassing you or being a pain in the butt, just ignore them and move on. There are plenty of raiders out there who want to help players out and just enjoy operations. But somebody believing they are better than everyone and being rude is not the ideal person to play with. If you fit this stereotype, please consider changing your ways. Alright, so I think most of us know this stereotype. These players tend to hang out in the cantina areas of the Republic and Imperial Fleet, or on some of the starter planets. These players will act like they're in-game characters and use the say chat to talk with others. Role players usually stick to developing their in-game characters and tend to be super chill people, but sometimes other players will find it funny to mess around with them or try to troll them. If a role player has an attitude with you, you probably know what you did. Our peers are very welcoming if you're not messing around. If you want to join these players, have a story and take part in the discussion. Who knows? Maybe you'll RP as Jedi Master Anita Bath, and you'll become one of the players who's chilling at the cantina area. I really didn't want to talk about this one, but let's get it out of the way. An ERPer is wait a minute, what's going on here? What? Yeah, let's not talk about this stereotype. So, this is a very cliche stereotype, but I think it's something we should all strive for. The friendly player is someone who is positive and doesn't instigate others. They're always trying to get something done, and they'll never be someone who rages or screams if things aren't working out well. None of us have to always fit this stereotype, but I think it's important that we try to fit into this category as often as possible. SWTOR is a fun game, and I think being a friendly player who new and old players can talk to is always a welcoming sight to see. If you're ever talking to someone who's being chill or just being a helping hand, be sure to thank them and maybe follow in their footsteps. Welp, those were some of the player stereotypes in SWTOR. I might have missed a few, but I wanted to go over some of the big ones. I also want to give a shout out to my friend Thomas for playing the ranked PvP god in the ranked stereotype. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I want to thank you guys for watching it. Anyways, I think that just about wraps everything up, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.